Hello, this is Brett Horn, and on behalf of Charlie's House, I'd like to thank the students of Avila University for producing these important videos. The number one cause of childhood death is preventable accidents, and more than half of these accidents happen at home. That's why the mission of Charlie's House is to prevent accidents in and around the home. My family knows all too well the importance of this mission, as we lost our young son Charlie at the age of 2.5 to an accident right here in our own home. Please don't wait. Take action immediately on the important tips you learn in these safety videos. Thank you, and for more information, please go to www.charlieshouse.org.
We're Avila Junior Nursing Students, and today we're going to be talking to you about internet safety.
93% of all 5 to 15-year-olds reported internet use in 2013. Many parents understand that the internet is a highly useful tool for their children. The internet provides endless information that can help with their children's studies and other projects. But it can also be dangerous. While the internet is a great learning tool, it can just as easily be used in negative ways, such as cyberbullying, online predators, self-exploitation, and access to pornography. Parents know that if used correctly, the internet is incredibly helpful to their children, but the problem remains: how do they keep their children on appropriate sites and prevent them from seeing those deemed inappropriate?
The three most common problems that parents worry about their children encountering on the internet are cyberbullying, exposure to sexually explicit materials, and predators. First is cyberbullying. 38% of young people report having been exposed to some form of cyberbullying in the past 12 months. Cyberbullying is essentially just bullying on the internet, and so this could be seen especially on social media, whether it's about you or about any of your friends. So it's important to have that discussion with your child, that if they witness any cyberbullying, whether it's about them or one of their friends, that they either report it or simply just don't react to it, don't respond, just let it go. 11% of 9 to 16-year-olds reported being exposed to some form of sexually explicit material in the past 12 months. And as I'm sure you know, it's really easy to accidentally stumble upon various forms of sexually explicit material online. So it's also important that you have that discussion with your child about ways to avoid it, websites to avoid, links to not click on, and then also if they accidentally do encounter it, how they can kind of handle it and react to it and come talk to you about it. There's a big risk for your child running into a variety of different predators online. So it's important that you have that discussion with your child on ways to avoid it, and the biggest way is altering their privacy settings on their social media websites such as Facebook. Now I'm going to show you how you can regulate your child's privacy settings on their Facebook page. So how I got to this page was I went to the top right drop-down arrow and I hit Settings. And then you need to go all the way to the left and hit Privacy so it can take you to this page. And here you can control who can see your child's profile page, who can contact your child, and then who can look up your child. And an important one to note is this very last one that says, do you want other search engines to link to your timeline? So here you can control if someone types your child's name in a search engine, whether or not it will pull up to the profile page. And then lastly, on this far left, you can hit blocking, and you can block certain users from your child's profile.
These are some ways you can regulate your child's use of the internet. First, you should make sure your child asks permission to use the internet.
You can also create rules regulating time and sites allowed that your child can go to.
You can also open discussions with your child about safe use.
Use website blocks so you can go up and set down your settings.
And make sure you know your child's password, ask them about it, and just make sure you have that just in case.
To go along with that, help them set up their accounts and help them create it, set all their settings as we showed on Facebook, so regulate what they're doing.
Also, just check with your child and check their search history often to make sure they're not getting on websites that they shouldn't be on.
You can also supervise your child while they're online, so just occasionally check up on them, look over their shoulder, see what they're doing.
Also, be a positive example for them, so if you're doing something, then the child will feed off of that.
Let your child know that there's a little lock button on the top of your search engine, and we'll let them know if it's secured or not.
Also, nurses can be a good resource to help you set boundaries with your child.
Make sure your child doesn't give their real name or any personal information over the internet.
And the last thing, make sure your child knows not to download any files or anything that's sent to them.
Here are some ways that you can approach the situation if your child were to encounter inappropriate material online. One of the first things that you would want to do is, as a parent, you want to establish the relationship with your child so that your child can feel comfortable to approach you about the situation and to handle the situation appropriately. As a parent, you're going to want to discuss with your child the importance of cyberbullying and exploitation and just any inappropriate material that they might experience online and the effects that it can have. If your child were to experience some of these effects in school, you're going to want to talk to your child about talking to the counselor or the principal or any kind of authority in the school so that something can be done about the situation.
We would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this informational video. We hope you've learned something from it.